back to my YouTube channel. And my name is Kenny. If you haven't ever been to my YouTube channel, my name is Kenny. This is my K-pop channel. I do a lot of K-pop content here. And if you're coming back, then welcome back to my channel. And so today, as you can see by the title, I want to do a different type of video. It's really chill. It's nothing like crazy or anything. And I've noticed a lot of people don't like to do these because they're scared to be dragged, I guess, by the K-pop community or industry or whatever the case may be. But I really don't care because these are my opinions. And for a disclaimer, before I get started with this video, everything that I'm about to say in this video are opinions. They are not facts. They are just my strict, humble opinions. And everybody I've talked about on this list that I specifically named by verbatim, I want you to know I am a fan of these people. It is just, I want you guys to know that you don't have to love everything your faves do. And that's just, I guess, me stepping into it so you guys can know that just because you might love somebody does not mean you're gonna love everything that they do, or you're gonna, you can still support, but it doesn't mean you're gonna completely love it. So just want to get that disclaimer out the way, just so nobody comes in and try to attack me, nobody says anything, or I really don't care what you say. You can say anything negative. I mean, it's not gonna faze me anyway. But let's just get this started. Okay, so number one, the people that, so you know how a lot of people go solo or are already soloists, things like that, and you know how somebody has a title track and then they have a whole bunch of B-sides. For me personally, especially as a solo artist, it is very hard for me to get into somebody's whole album. And for me, I have it written down, so if I look down, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm looking down. But for me, the only solos that I could get into and listen to the album from front to back, cover to cover, and not get bored and not be unentertained would be somebody like Taeyoung from Girls' Generation, Park Boom, A-Lee, Hyolan. The only soloist that I could really get into, in my opinion, is basically they are the only soloists and the best album wise that I could actually listen to front and back. Everybody else is just boring, lackluster, don't have no to it. I just can't do it. Number two, so I was hesitant on saying this one, but like I said, it's my opinion. In my opinion, nobody come trying to pitchforks and knives in the comment section, but Ciel's new albums that she just brought out late last year in December, a good 80% of those songs were not good. It's my opinion, and those songs were not good. And I'm not a fan of YG at all, but listening to those songs, I listened to every single one of those songs, even the music videos, when some of them didn't make sense to me. But when I was looking at that, I thought from a business standpoint why he possibly pushed back a lot of her songs, because if these were the songs that she was making back then, most of those songs, I couldn't see any of those songs selling and hitting it in the K-pop industry how she is. And I will say I like two of them. I like two of them. I think it was her latest two. But everything else before that was just a miss for me. And I love Ciel. I love her to death. But those songs were just not for me. Not for me, honey. I'm sorry. That was just, no. I couldn't do it. It just wasn't my cup of tea. Number three. So, in my opinion, this goes for third generation. A third gen. And I feel like we're supposed to be going to fourth gen right now. I'm not really sure. But in my opinion, nobody has proved themselves to be a real girl crush type group in third gen besides Blackpink, G-Idol, and possibly Everglow. Other than that, everybody else, or ITZY. Other than that, I don't see anybody else's true girl crush at all, because I feel like they have certain beats and stuff in their songs, but when I look at the music video or I look at live stages, they look cutesy and they look girly, and I'm just like, that's not the point of Girl Crush. Like, you're supposed to be hard, and I feel like they're not giving it to me. Like, if you go to second gen, look at that Girl Crush, you wouldn't see an ounce of cutesy at all. And that's one thing, a side note that I didn't put in my opinions, but like, I feel like, which I understand the industry of K-pop, but when I think about, like, it's crazy because when I look at girl groups, I see them and they look like little bitty girls. And they could be like my age or even older, and they look like little bitty girls. Like, they just look young as hell. And I understand that's like the whole visual wise image of it, but I feel like you could still be visually appeasing, looking like your age, like a woman. Like for a group, for instance, I don't know, I always think about that they was just like, they're so underrated. They only came out once, was like Kiss and Cry. I don't know if you guys know them. If it's like new fans looking at this, like Kiss and Cry, they look like women, they were beautiful. AOA looked like women, they were beautiful. Who else? 21, women, beautiful. Only one that wasn't, I would say one was Menzie. It's just like groups like that, like Miss A, women beautiful. I know I'm talking about second gen, but I just third gen, they all look like little bitty girls. And then when I look at their profiles, they're like 23, 24, 25, and they just look like kids. And that is just such, it's just, I don't want to say annoying, but it's just, I don't know, I feel like I'm just looking at a bunch of kids when they're not kids. And I'm just like, I understand like the K-pop industry, but just make them more, I don't know. So I know this is not an unpopular opinion, but and like I say, everybody that I named, and if it sounds bad to you guys and you disagree in the comment section, you can say whatever, I really don't care. But I still am a fan. I've watched them since they've been out, and they've been out for like a couple years, but I don't care what nobody say. He even said it himself. In my opinion, Blackpink is a carbon copy of 21. And he even said it. The only thing was different was he just wanted them to be attractive. Like 21 wasn't attractive. But Blackpink is a carbon copy of 21. You can deny it. You can debate about it in the comment section. I'm not going to reply back. But they are a carbon copy of 21. Literally, the only thing different is they have harder dances. That's pretty much it. Like they look like the typical K-pop girl. That is the only thing different between Blackpink and 21. They have the same style, which obviously they're from the same company, so they don't have the same style, but you can do something different. Like look at Sistar and WJSN or Cosmic Girls, same company, different type styles of groups. You probably wouldn't even know if they was in Starship, but no, you're not gonna kid me with that. Blackpink is a carbon copy of 21. Debate whoever you want to. I'm not gonna debate with you. I said what I said. It's my video. It's my opinion. Don't kill me. Still a fan, and I still love them. It's not. I don't love them any less. I don't have no animosity towards them. It's just, it is what it is, and I'm pretty sure the girls know that. And like they just probably trying to find their own path so they won't be such a carbon copy. But they can't do too much under a company that is YG. Number 5. I guess this brings me into the next point where third, and I am a performer, so before anybody says, oh, well, try this or do this, I'm a performer, so I know how this is. I know I've danced several times on stage, an actual dancer, but third gen dances are more difficult than second gen, but second gen dances are more memorable and more, you're gonna remember it better. And if you don't believe me, think about Kara and think about each of their dance. They have a point dance. Not saying third gen doesn't have a point dance, but when I low-key think about it, I don't see a lot of point dances a lot now. But in second gen, they have a point dance where like instantly you would know what it is. Like instantly. Like just think about any Kara song, for example. Think about any Kara song, you're gonna think of a certain dance. Just number 6. Okay, like I said, I'm a fan, but this is my opinion. Don't kill me. Twice is basically Girls' Generation if they were under JYP. Just saying, just saying, just saying. If you don't believe me, literally look at Twice and their style under JYP, because you know JYP has a certain style, and then look at Girls' Generation. Think about, because if I'm not mistaken, Tiffany was supposed to be in JYP, or he wanted her in JYP or something. But think about Girls' Generation being under JYP. Tell me you don't think that basically Girls' Generation basically be just the older version of Twice. Just saying. Still a fan. Love them since 16, and as soon as they debuted with all the girls, and I seen they debut, and like I started seeing like they comebacks and stuff in the early stages, I was like, he basically just trying to make a Girls' Generation, but in his style of what he would have think it would be for JYP. That's my opinion. Like I said. So I feel like this video is mainly me comparing second gen and third gen, but you gotta see from my standpoint, I'm a second gen stan. I will never, nothing will ever, in my opinion, this is not the opinion, but nothing will ever be better than second gen, honestly, just saying. But second gen stage presence, which I'm pretty sure is not unpopular, but I just want to clear it in this video. But second gen stage presence it skyrockets and shoots so more higher and better than third gen. Like second gen, and that's why I think they, like a lot of groups, and then don't get me wrong, second gen still dance their butts off, but I think the reason why third gen has more difficult dances is because they probably don't let them, and this is not saying for the group, but for the company, I think the company don't want them to stray so far from perfection, so they're not gonna allow them to have those times where they could like shout out to the crowd, or like have crowd interaction, or like screaming out and yelling out, like say if like 21 would do, or say like something like Mamamoo would do, and all that stuff. Like if you think about it, those two groups don't have the most difficult choreography, but they could do difficult choreography, don't get me wrong, but think about all those intermissions in between certain dances that they do where they can include the crowd, or they say scream, or like just crowd interaction, like the stage presence. Like that's why I feel like third gen has more difficult dances, because they want them to be like these perfect robots in a way. I think that's why they have more difficult dances, is because I feel like they don't want them to stray out of imperfection. They don't want them to be imperfect. They want them to have perfection. And if that means to kill the stage presence and they just have perfect dances and singing, then that's what they'll do. In my opinion, that's the business side of it. Number 8. So, I think, whatever you want to say, Hwasa, Sonya from G-Idol, and Lisa are carrying all the stage presence on their back of the whole third generation. If you can comment any more and show me more of like videos or links or something of somebody having a lot of more stage presence than them 3 in the third generation, then let me know. But so far, those are the top 3 people that I feel like could be in second gen and make it. Hwasa, Sonya from G-Idol, and Lisa. Those are the top 3 with the biggest stage presence in the whole K-pop industry as of today, if they're not in second gen. And that's just my opinion. Like, I'm gonna keep saying just my opinion, because people get butthurt over these things. 9? I'm on 9 or 8. Honestly, I don't know where I'm at. But Yujin from Cosmic Girls, Solar, and Wendy, in my opinion, has the best vocals in this generation. Now, I feel like Wendy and Solar is such that weird thing where it's like they could be in between second and third gen. I really don't know. It's just weird. But those 3 have the best vocals, in my opinion. Also, I don't remember her name, and I always say she's my bias, but the one from Dreamcatcher as well. Them 4 has the best vocals, like raw potential, and not even just potential, but just raw talent in general, vocals in the K-pop industry as of today. Okay, number 10, I think. BTS did not make K-pop popular. I feel like people think that because they get into K-pop when they see BTS, but BTS did not make K-pop popular. They might have been on a little bit more shows in America, but they didn't make K-pop popular. they didn't make K-pop, I guess, more modernized or whatever you want to call it. Like, I feel I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one. That's why I put it down to the bottom, because I don't know how long people gonna watch this video. But BTS did not make K-pop popular. Ugh. It's just, so many other groups has been in America and actually made it far in America. Like, literally, one of the girls had her own movie, 2-hour movie on Nickelodeon. One of the girls was on Wendy Williams. 21 worked with the Black Eyed Peas. Girls' Generation did everything, everywhere. It's like, that's just annoying. Oh, so last one, and then I'm done with this. Most of the groups. Okay, so my camera had turned off because my Postmates is here by the end of the video. But what I was saying was, most of the groups, not all, but I feel like a lot of groups, if it wasn't for social media, would not be as famous as they are today. Not saying that people like Twice, Blackpink, Red Velvet, who else is out? Like, some of the groups that I saw, I don't feel like they would be as popular as if social media was not a thing. Because I remember watching Tiffany from Girls' Generation. She was watching, she was like talking about, she was talking about how when she had debuted, it was no social media. Like, you had to go out and work and like do certain things and stuff like that to like get your name out there. Not saying these groups members not working, but I feel like if it wasn't for like social media and for like fan bases being like as big as they are and like constantly saying promote this, look at this, view this, watch this, share this, if it wasn't for that, a lot of the groups, not saying the ones like the top 3 or big 3 and like Big Hit and stuff, most the other ones will probably not be as famous. No, they would not be as famous as they are today, because social media plays a part in everything. Because think about, if y'all are, some of y'all are fans like the second gen, think about back then when there was no social media. You just have to like look on YouTube or something, and like YouTube wasn't like that big at that time, and like it wasn't glorified or anything like that. Think about that. Think about if back in the day, back then, how it would be for the groups now. And then, not saying they're talented, not saying they're not good or anything like that, but I just noticed it gets more and more about just the views on YouTube, how many likes they get, how many dislikes they don't get, how many times it gets shared, how many times somebody see it on some other platform. Like, just think about if it wasn't on those platforms, how far would these groups get? So, hope you guys really like this video. I don't know if like, I try to like be more chill with it. I try to be just like talking to you guys so you guys might, I guess, know my opinions on certain stuff, which I feel like they aren't that serious, not to me at least, because like I said, the people I've mentioned in this group, in this video, I like, I'm a fan of, but I feel how I feel, and that's just that. But I hope you guys really like it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I really want you guys to comment down below what type of videos you want me to do that's K-pop related besides reactions, because I do reactions all the time and I want to like branch out, because like I say, this K-pop channel is supposed to be more than just reactions. It's just reactions are the easiest thing to do, especially like when you're so busy going to work and school. So I hope you guys really comment down below and tell me what do you want to see from my channel, because right now we're at 120 subscribers, which is amazing to me. Just having more than 100 is just ridiculous to me. But by the middle of the year, like by like June or July, I really want to plan on having like at least 500 or close to 500 subscribers. So I really want you guys to tell me what you want to see next and like what I can improve on and all that stuff. Like, I'm still working on trying to get like an actual camera, not recording on my phone, but you know, it is what it is. But hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow me on all my social media networks, The Kenny Young. Also, click that bell notification down below if you want to see when I upload. Also, make sure to click that video right here. I'm either going to post my latest video, which is this one, or I'm going to just post something that they recommend to you on my channel. I don't know. It's just whatever I feel. Okay, bye.